Aye,
Are you all
that was
right?
fun. I'm good.
What, the
I'm
intro?
very good. Yeah, I've got new headphones, so like spoiler, I suppose that's one of the things that I got for Christmas. But I've got like a new headset, and I can hear the. It was actually the countdown. I could hear the beat of it like a lot better.
Yeah.
So I was
Oh, that's
sitting
cool.
giving it.
I could see you because we were both kind of like minimized at the bottom, and I
Oh, I
was kind
forgot
of.
you could see me. Oh, I'm glad I wasn't doing anything embarrassing then.
Yeah, no, I was bopping along, and I looked down, and you were doing it too. That made me laugh.
uh, Hi everyone
Wow,
in the chat.
there's a few people here, isn't there? It's
Yeah.
lovely to see everyone. I hope
Uh,
everybody's had a fantastic Christmas, Yule, whichever you celebrate, or even if you don't celebrate either. Hope you've had a nice holiday. We didn't get a chance to chat much, did we, before we went live? We kind of just like hooked up a couple of minutes, but
yeah,
you're
because I
telling
was
me
late as always.
no, not at all. But you had a good Christmas, you were saying.
I did, yeah. Yeah, we had a really nice time. So I spent Christmas at it's like Christmas Day at Sandy's folks this year. And Sandy's brother and his wife have just had a new wee baby, so we've got a new wee nephew called Blake. So that was the first I'd actually got to meet him. So that was nice. And our other nephew is 4, so I don't know. It's nice. And that, like he's brilliant. Like he's, you know how kids at this time of year can be a wee bit testy and a wee bit
Yeah.
challenging sometimes, like to say it nicely. Like there was none of that. Like really good natured wee guy, so he is. So we had a brilliant time. And the
Oh,
dogs were on their best behaviour as well, so they didn't cause any chaos. So yeah, it was just really really good. Brilliant, brilliant day.
that's
How
good.
was yours?
Yeah, it was lovely. So as you probably remember, last year I didn't do anything for Christmas. And I got kind of moaned at by the family for that. And I made a promise last year because like my sister was like, "You're kind of spoiling my Christmas because I just spent Christmas thinking about you." So I said to her, I said, "I'll come next year." So of course they held me to that. But no, it was lovely. I went away for 3 days. So I went away Christmas Eve morning. The night before, some old friends came down, which we do every year. We have some port and exchange gifts. So that was nice. I'd had lots of things before that, like a works do, then my team going out for a meal and a few drinks, catching up with friends in town. It was lovely, the build up. And then I went away Christmas Eve to one sister and stayed over Christmas Eve night and Christmas Day night. She lives up in a place called Chesterfield. And then I drove from there to Coventry, which was about an hour and a half on the motorways, to my older sister and spent Boxing Day, stayed over Boxing Day night and came back yesterday. So yeah, it was really lovely.
That was really nice. That
And I
sounds
was
lovely.
spoiled, I didn't have to do anything. Every time I kept trying to say, can I do anything? It's like, no, you just sit there. And lots of people came over in the afternoon on Christmas Day, like my niece I've not seen for a long time, and she brought her kids, so great nephews and nieces, and we played games, like Wink Murder and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it was fun. So,
That sounds really sweet. Did you
and
have a nice dinner, like or lunch, whatever that is that you have?
yeah, both. And I had 2 Christmases really, because both sisters did like a Christmas Day dinner. So Christmas Day, I think there was 3 meats, and 3-course meals and a buffet in the evening. And then my sister the next day did beef, which wasn't one of the meats the day before. So yeah, it was just like really nice, nice, just kind of relaxing, but also fun. There's a fun element to it. And I got to see
Yeah,
my nieces open their presents and things like that. So that was lovely.
nice. What
Um,
age are your nieces?
sorry.
What ages are your nieces?
Gosh, my sister that I went to first got 5 girls, the oldest being 37.
So that's older than me.
That's 1985. That would be right, won't it? Oh, she's
Probably, yeah. That's
38. No, sorry, 1986. Yeah, 1986. So she's 37. and the youngest is 18 at the top.
Okay.
But then it
Nice.
was the second oldest one, who was born 1987, I think the year you
Hmm.
was, who came over on
Year
Christmas
before me.
Day, year before you.
Yeah.
So 1987, she was born, and she came over with her 3 children,
Right.
and they're aged like 15 down to about 10. So there's 3 in that age
Nice.
gap. So yeah, so it was nice. Um, Golden 1789 says fab jumper. I decided to put my Christmas jumper on for the last hurrah, because I don't normally wear them after Christmas. And I buy a Christmas jumper every year. It's a bit baggy actually, this one, but I don't mind baggy. But I thought, and I've got some glue vine as a Christmas tree. You can probably see the steam still coming off it. It's nice and
Oh yeah. Yeah,
hot.
we can. Very nice.
Have
I'm
you got
just
a Christmas
drinking.
drink?
Well, it's
Iron
a
brew?
drinking. It's Christmas times. No, actually, White Zinfandel. Nice wee rosy
Ah,
vine. So
that's my
she's
favorite.
on it. She's getting pished.
That's my favorite rosé is White Zinfandel.
Same, same. I
Yeah, it's
always go
lovely,
for a
isn't
White
it?
Zinfandel. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice and it's deadly though
Blossom
because
Hill.
it's uh sometimes I don't think this one is. I think this would barefoot. This one's
Uh,
barefoot.
okay, barefoot. Yeah,
Um, but Blossom Hill's nice. Gallo family, is that the one I'm thinking of?
yeah, yeah,
That's nice as well. Oh
yeah,
dear, I'm creating chaos here. But yeah, it's lovely. Um, so I am loaded with a cold. I'll say that for the benefit of everyone watching. So if I disappear off camera, like if I turn my camera off, or if I mute up, it's because I'm sneezing or just gathering myself together. So do excuse me.
yeah. I will do. Don't worry. If you need to mute your mic or do what you need to do, it's absolutely fine. I've just seen that Jennifer Ball's here as well. Hi, Jenna. Nice to see you. She said I've
Hey
had cherry glue
Jenna.
vine. This brand actually's got cherries in it, which is really nice. And I mean it's glue vine, but basically mulled wine, but it's what the German speaking countries refer to it. And this is actually the brand of glue vine. Shall we do the hellos?
Yeah, let's do
Say
that.
hello to people. So I'm going off this one. Now this one will have everyone, won't it? Or will it? If I
What is
miss
that?
anybody, oh no, this will just be mine, won't it? I need to
That
do it
if
off.
that's your YouTube, then yeah, that will only
Oh,
have yours.
so let's
I've only got a
go.
couple here though, to be fair. So um,
Okay, so we have got first one in was Paper Moon Tarot.
hi
Can't stay,
Nancy,
but wishing everybody a happy new year, which is lovely. And then we had our Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
hi Sandra.
And the problem is the stick on this, I lose it really quickly. And then we've got Protect My Energy. Nice to see you. And we have Sarah and Robin. You're doing your year roundup review. That would be cool. We've got Karina and Golden and Witchy. We have, as I said, our Jenna sneaking in again. I was so glad to hear, Jenna, as well, that you was able to get, was it a possum that was under your mobile home that you was able to free it up?
Oh,
It must have been there like 10 days, 2 weeks, but really glad that you was able to rescue it. We've got Saskia and Amanda. Hi, Amanda. We have Kathy and the Starry-Eyed Hermit. Hello, I've not seen you before, so welcome. We've got Connie and Jeanette, Robert, Iridescent Sea. Nice to see you again. Not seen you for a while. Hope you're well. And Elspeth and Carol, Maddie, and I think Javi. Have I missed anybody, Chris? Or is that
nope. I think that you've got. Did you get Iridescent Sea Designs?
yes, yeah, as I said, I've not seen them for a while, so lovely to to see you. 2
Yeah.
months. Oh my gosh, 2 months. Wow. So Unboxing day. So Chris and I started this tradition. Oh gosh, I want to say 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think this is the fourth year we've done it, isn't it?
Is it? And it just started from us chatting on Glide. One Boxing Day, I was staying at my mum's, and I still remember I was driving to the supermarket to get a few bits, and Chris glided and said, "How's your Christmas?" And we had a chat, and we decided to go live, jointly go together live later that day, and it was a Boxing Day bash. So, just for those who might be here for the first time, Boxing Day is a bank holiday in the UK, and it's the day after Christmas. So it doesn't carry the same weight or importance as Christmas Day, but we have Christmas Eve, which isn't a bank holiday, and then we have Christmas Day and Boxing Day, and they're both statutory bank holidays. And traditionally, and there's lots of, you can go online, you can get lots of different variations. But my understanding is it was when the royal family, the monarch in particular, would give gifts to the royal household the day after Christmas for looking after the royal family. So the royal household, obviously, is one of their busiest days. They've got to serve and wait on the royal family. And as a reward, they would give them boxes this on the next day. And it was the monarch and the royal family giving thanks to their hired help. Is that your interpretation as well?
To be honest, yes, but I think I only know that because you've explained it last year. I
Oh,
remember it
did
from
I?
that. Before that, I thought it was something to do with the boxing, like as
Did
in
you? As
boxing.
in,
Yeah, but just not because I'd looked it up and I'd got that. That wasn't an informed impression. That was just boxing. It must be something that they must do boxing matches on that day. But no,
yeah. Well, I was brought up to believe that it was the day that you threw all your boxes out from unwrapping all your presents, because
that
and
makes
so
sense.
that was what I was always told. Oh, Boxing Day is just the day after Christmas when you throw all your boxes out. But since then, I've looked into it and found out more about it. But it's an addition. It's an extra day off. It's an extra Christmas event. And then, so we went live that year and the year after. And then last year, I had to look at this today. We couldn't synchronize diaries last year, could we? So we actually went live on the 7th of January as a
Oh, did we?
late
Was it that
7th.
late?
So I was like, wow, we really did leave it late last year. And we called it something like the late Boxing Day bash.
Uh,
But so Boxing Day was 2 days ago. I didn't get back till yesterday. Chris had plans last night, so we thought we'd come on live today. And it's just a play on words, really, because it's an unboxing day, as in it's not Boxing Day, but we're also going to be unboxing and looking at the decks that we got for Christmas. And it turns out we got the same amount, didn't we, this year?
yeah, yeah, we've done well, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah, always seem to do well, which is nice. Because I never know, what's what you don't do. You don't always know what you're going to get from people.
True. This is true.
Kathy's made a
Um,
hot toddy, medicinal reasons, stinking cold. She's got a cold like you, Chris. I hope you
oh,
feel better soon, Kathy. Oh, and Cheryl's here. Hello, Cheryl. Nice to see you.
yeah, I saw Cheryl had come in. Hi, Cheryl. Hope you and the kids had a nice Christmas.
Fighting over presents they never wanted. Oh, boxing.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So
Aye.
before we look at decks, is there anything that you got that you wanted to show that's not kind of tarot related or oracle related?
I'm trying to think. Not really. I've nothing here to show, as it were, apart from what I'm wearing. So I got new headphones, and these, so I can use these for YouTube stuff, but I can also use them when I'm working, because I work on the phones and stuff. Um, so that's really great. I've got a new webcam as well.
Oh,
So that you should be able to see me a lot better. It shouldn't like glitch out, which my other webcam had a tendency to do. And now, when I hold up cards to this, I think you can actually see them properly.
oh
It,
yeah, that's
the
really
thingies
good.
in on them, whereas my last webcam didn't do that. I've still got like I can still do all this and stuff, but yeah, so that's new. Um, and it's quite cool because it's got this wee shutter, so I've got a wee thing that I can flip and it closes. Because I'm paranoid that when I'm working,
Someone's
that people
watching you.
are fucking watching me. Yeah, because I think they can do that. Like someone in my work has said, "Oh, you can it, but you can do it," and he showed them that he knows how to do it. So I know that it's a thing. So I don't like having my webcam pointed on me unless I'm actually on a call.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
so that's
it's
quite
fun.
handy.
It's funny you mention that because one of the Christmas presents I got was an Alexa that's not, because my old one was like a cylinder, just a tall black one. This is
Yeah.
one with a video screen.
Oh, okay.
Um, and of course, I set it all up, but I was on my phone the other day and I went into Alexa and it said drop in. So I dropped in on my Alexa and I could see the whole of my front room from work. And I'm like, what?
Oh my
So then I was
goodness.
telling my sister, so she just drops in. And I mean, what it does, you get like a boom, boom, boom noise. But I get that anyway for notifications. So like today, I was just
Yeah.
sat watching a film this afternoon and it made the noise and I just ignored it. The next thing I heard is hello. And I looked and my sister's face is there at the side of me. But what it
Oh
what
my
it does, it gives
goodness.
it gives you a few seconds. So when you drop in on someone, their screen is pixelated and then it clears. So you get like 5 seconds to like prepare yourself.
Yeah, can you turn that off?
Oh
Because, like,
yeah.
I don't know, what if you want to like cruise about in your pants, or do you know what I mean? Or I don't know,
Like the
like,
time I went live in my underwear.
well, yeah, like five
It happens.
seconds is maybe not enough time for some people. Like, I don't know.
So like now what I've done is I've put it on do not disturb. So you just say to it, Alexa, do not disturb. And then you can say, because otherwise I could be here now, my sister could drop in and I'm live. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
there's also a slider, like you just said on your webcam. So you can slide across, but people still drop
right.
in, they just won't be able to see you, but they could still hear you and a conversation that you're having. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's I was getting a bit paranoid when I used the app and just I could see on my front room. First thing I thought was, wow, that would really freak me out if somebody walked past now, because I live on my own. But then I was like, gosh, anybody could drop in on me or be looking at what. Not that I've got anything to hide, but still, it's an invasion of privacy.
yeah.
It gives you enough time to get your pants on.
Well, yeah, this is it.
It would
Aye.
take me 5 seconds just to get up.
It'd probably take me 5 seconds to realise what the noise is. Like, what's that noise again? Is that my phone? No, that's not my phone. My phone makes a different noise. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
well,
mean? Like,
like I said, if my sister had said hello, I was like, oh gosh, because I just had a notification about 2 months ago you brought Nag Champa incense. Well, how many stars would you give this? So you're like, oh gosh. So I just thought it was something I could ignore, but I'll become more attuned to it, hopefully.
yeah.
So
Oh well. Oh, that's cool though. That's a nice present. Did you say that was a present, or did you get that for yourself?
no, that was a present. Yeah, it was a present
Nice.
from my one of my oldest friends. Got me
Oh,
that for Christmas. So that
that's
was
sweet.
that was really nice. Yeah.
Cool. I also get paints and stuff as well. I've been painting today, so where everyone's commenting on your lovely Christmas jumper, I think I'm actually covered in paint.
That's all right. Give yourself a splash of colour.
Yeah, I know exactly. But yeah, no, Sandy got me some paints and stuff, so
Have
that'd
you
be nice as well.
painted the Glastonbury tour yet?
No, I've not.
And
I've
yeah,
painted. What have I painted recently? Let's see if I can show you. I always try and take a photo of my paintings. Uh, do, do, do. Actually, no, that's not. Sorry, bear with. Here we go. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this.
let me make you
Uh,
big. Oh wow,
so I painted that for Sandy.
that's
The way
incredible.
the way the light's shining on it is, it's making it out to be a lot kind of a lighter. But this is a kind of a iridescent orange color in the sky because it's a sunset scene.
Yeah, it's
The
beautiful.
fire, you can really see the fire actually. That's nice.
Yeah,
But yeah, I painted that, and I also painted for. So I had Sandy's dad for the Secret Santa. Um, let's see.
Sandra said that's amazing, Chris. Just put that
Oh,
comment up.
thank you very much.
And
Let me
Golden says
see if I can
beautiful.
find that. So Sandy's dad loves to fish, first of all. So that's one thing. Also, they lost their family dog. Their family dog passed away earlier this year. Um, so I did that for him. So I don't know how well you can see the silhouette at the bottom,
Ah,
but he's fishing. It's just the silhouette. So you've got the man fishing.
yeah,
He's got his wee dog with him. And then it's just again another sunsetty type sky.
that's
Um,
gorgeous.
So, but yeah, no, I've not painted the Glastonbury tour, but that's one thing that I need to do.
And you've
Um,
only been painting about a year, haven't you?
yeah, I just started this year. I think it's about 6 months maybe. But it's just one of those things. Some of the ones that I do are absolute rubbish, and some of them I actually quite like. But it's just, it's
But
just a
you
learning
can
process.
really see you can really see you perfecting your art. I think
Thank you,
from particularly those that you've just shown today, just now, just beautiful, and everybody's
thanks
saying
very
that as
much.
well. Amazing colours, amazing, Chris, lovely. Yeah, so really good. Some nice compliments.
Thank you.
So decks now. We've got 4 each. Is that right? To
That's right.
show.
Yeah.
What I will say just before I show the 4, I'm not going to show them now, but I also, because I've already done a walkthrough, but I bought these as a Christmas present to myself from Kitten Chops. So that's
Oh, nice.
the Pip Speak Tarot, which I did holding the wrong one up, which I did a walkthrough of just before Christmas. Gorgeous, gorgeous Marseille deck. And what I've not worked with yet is the Playful Heart, because I just haven't had chance with it being Christmas and everything else. And then I also treated myself from Oneness Emporium to, and I bought the Taschen, the Taschen set that's coming out of the books and
Oh, okay.
the RWS deck. So Cheryl had that on offer. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, Cheryl, but I think it's still on offer of 25% off, because to buy it is usually £100 to get the big heavy book, the deck, and it comes with pictorial key and all that kind of stuff. So I like Taschen. I've got a couple of their encyclopedias, one on tarot and one on, I think, on witchcraft. But fantastic resources. So I ordered that before Christmas, and Cheryl was just waiting for them to come in, and then that will be shipped as well. So that and the Playful Heart decks was my Christmas present to myself.
Lovely. Very nice. That's really sweet. I've I need to got to get myself onto one this Emporium. So there's some stuff that I've kind of got my eye on. So yeah, I need to pay Cheryl. I need to pay you a wee visit.
Yeah.
Spend
So
some of my Christmas money.
Cheryl says it is still on offer. So it's 25% off, which is a sizable discount if you
Nice.
buy from Oneness Emporium. So yeah,
Lovely.
do check it out. All
No
right.
worries.
Do you want to start off?
I'll kick us off. Okay, dokes. I will start. So all of the decks that I've got here were gifts from Sandy. Um, so the first one is the Necronomicon tarot
Oh.
deck and guidebook. Um, so it's one of these kind of puts me in mind of like your kind of a Stranger Things tarot, your Nightmare Before Christmas tarot,
Uh-huh.
Fallout, all those kind of sets. Um,
Labyrinth and all that.
yeah, that's it exactly. So
Yeah.
it's got a nice color guidebook. Um, these are the backs that you can see. It's got that same cardstock, that nice matte cardstock, kind of a silky matte.
And is it the
Um,
same publisher? I forgot what they're called now, but
Titan Books.
that's it. Yeah, Titan Books. Yeah, they do all
Yeah,
them. Yeah.
yeah. So let me just show some of these because some of them are quite cool. I will refresh this, turn this light on, and then zoom us in just a smidge. So we've got our full manipulation instead of the. So because this is based on Lovecraft, some of them are quite different.
So what is
And
Lovecraft? Is that a TV series or
no, H.P. Love. I'm sure this is the one that's based on H.P. Lovecraft.
so it's not
Yeah.
from any of his works on a TV show
Um,
or
I don't think so. It's not to do with the night. It's more to do with his kind of his stories and his stuff that he's written.
right.
Um, so growth. Like there's the Cthulhu Dark Arts Tarot, if you remember that.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure that's based on Lovecraft's works as well. So it's that same kind of in that same vein. Um, there are some cards, or there's one that I think that I don't really want to show, to be honest with you, because it's I don't know, it's maybe just a wee bit problematic. Uh, but yeah, you get desire instead of. So I think this is like instead of strength, but sometimes strength is called lust.
Uh-huh.
So I think that's where the idea of desire comes from. Um,
I mean, the art is pretty amazing. I'm looking at some of these
yeah,
images. I'm like, wow.
yeah, the art is nice. Um, you get change for the wheel. Um, that's nice. That one, guilt and truth for justice. And it's just a kind of a mirror. Um, so we've got books instead of swords. It is, it's obviously you can see that it's illustrated, but I think some of the suits, how in these decks and these Titan Books decks, some of them can be quite pippish.
Yeah.
Like they're almost like semi-pip.
I quite
So
like the illustrations in these minor cards though.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I think
Um,
some of the decks, the criticism was that the pips were quite lazy. These aren't. These you can't accuse this deck of
yeah,
that.
yeah, definitely. Um, so that was your swords. You've got torches, which I'm saying that swords. I've not actually looked it up to clarify that, but I'm assuming that it is because we've got torches, which must be wands.
Uh-huh.
And again, quite well illustrated. Um, and then we have beakers, which I'm assuming will be cups. That's quite cool,
Because
that image. That's quite disturbing.
wow.
Um, and then oddly, we'll just get pentacles for pentacles. So
Couldn't come up with anything else.
yeah, no, that's a bit odd, isn't it? Um, but yeah, it's definitely well illustrated, and it's a nice deck. Um, yeah, I had in my head that this was kind of a semi-pippish, the same as the rest, but it's really not, is it? It is properly fully illustrated. So
Yeah,
maybe Titan Books are listening to some of the feedback that they get. I'm not sure.
possibly.
So yeah, that was the Necronomicon tarot deck and guidebook. And
Cool.
I know who it's by to tell you who it's by. So it doesn't tell you on the box, which is no,
I
it does.
might
I
have to
beg your
check that
pardon.
one out because I liked the artwork. And
So
the shop in town, Waterstones, they always sell the
yep.
Titan book decks.
Cheryl says it's from his books. Yeah, and the book's quite good as well.
Yeah, cool. Well, the first one I'm going to mention this. I've not even not even started putting things away yet. Cheryl sent me a package, and she put on it because I just thought, oh, it's some decks to review, and she wrote, "Do not open until Christmas Day or till 25th of December." So I messaged her and I was like, "What's this? What's this about?" Then she says, "Oh, it's just a few bits." And I won't show everything in here, obviously, but one of the things she did put in was this book, which I was thrilled
Oh, nice.
to get it. Yeah, so Walk Through the Forest of Souls, A Tarot Journey to Spiritual Awakening by Rachel Pollock. So I got Boy George's Karma book as well, and I've just started reading that. So once I finish that, because I can't do two books at once, I'll start reading that. But a deck that she gifted me, I hadn't seen it before, and it's the Wanderer's Tarot. Are you aware of this deck? Have you
No, I'm not.
seen it? Not sure how long it's been out. It's by Lo Scarabeo, and it's in one of their their 2-part boxes where the top lifts off.
Okay.
It's a proper unboxing for my decks because I haven't had a chance. I've even been out today and met up with a friend and gone for coffee and stuff. And they only got back yesterday. So yeah. So Wanderer's Tarot. That's it's double fronted, or we can have that side. And it's I don't know how to pronounce it, but Pierluca, Zizi, and Michelle de Alosio. And it says 80 cards and book. So
Nice.
it's got a nice design on the inside of the box as well.
Lovely. Pierre Luca, that name rings a bell. So it does.
Pierluca Zizi.
I don't know if it's Pierre Luca's easy, but who is it?
Cheryl said that the artwork was great. She loved the artwork in it. You get a little book. It's quite a chunky deck as well. So those Scarabeo with a chunky deck. I'm impressed. After giving them a bit of stick recently.
Oh no,
Oh,
I'm
is it
thinking of
not?
Gianluca Flores. Sorry.
That's all right. So I'll just show a few of the cards. So these are the backs. They are a little bit shiny, but I will do full walkthroughs and things in time. So that's the full card.
Oh, very nice.
And then we have an extra 0, which is called the Psychonaut. Trying to get the best way to Psychonaut. So I wonder if that's why there's 8 cards. Oh, and then we get 2 magicians. So we get the magician, but then we also get the shaman, both for card 1. So that will be the 80 cards. You've got two fools to choose from, and 2 2 magician cards. I'll just show a few. I love the strength card. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that is really nice.
I love the hermit. Yeah, this is cool. Oh, look at the death card.
Oh yeah.
And the devil.
Nice. I love how the reverse pentagram is. It looks as though it's melting like lava.
Yeah. I was going to see what kind of pips they were, but it's very, very RWS. These are 3 of cups and
Right.
now 4 of cups. It's nice, bright colours as well. Really, really lovely. I love that version of the 9 of cups.
That's nice.
Yeah. 6 of Pentacles. I'll show that one.
Give us some swords action. Show us some swords cards.
You want some swords action, do you?
Oh aye.
Any particular?
Let me see. The 2, the 3.
The 2.
Oh, look at that. Look at that sky.
Yeah.
How it's shining off the swords. Isn't that pretty?
The 3.
3. Oh, okay.
He says, I like the 4.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. Especially with the shadow in the mirror, look.
Yeah.
And then the 10.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's the Wanderer's Tarot. And it's a really chunky deck, which... And I really like them when they do them in these sturdy lift top boxes. Makes quite a nice storage space. It doesn't take up a lot of room. Nice and compact.
Yeah.
So
Do you
thank you,
think you
Cheryl.
will edge that in black, Simon?
Yes, I've put in my reminders for tomorrow to go and get some markers, some Winsor and Newton from Hobbycraft, because
Nice.
one I'm going to show you in a minute as well. I want to do in gold, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing over the weekend.
Right. Nice. Excellent. Right, my next one. So I think this is another Titan book. So I think all of my my decks are from Titan Books decks. It's the Marvel Tarot deck and guidebook.
I didn't
So
even know this was a thing.
yeah. It's quite a cool box. So it's like looks like that, and it's got these wee indents. I'm a big Marvel nerd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love Marvel. Well, I'm just a big nerd. Let's just leave it at that. There's no need to specify it as a Marvel nerd. So again, nice color book, lots of detail. The backs, this kind of annoys me. I don't really enjoy labels on backs like that. Like I don't even like when a deck has the name of the deck on the back. There's just something about it that slightly irks me. But hey ho, what can you do? It's not the biggest deal in the world. So yeah, we've got Deadpool for our full. Doctor Strange. If there's any particular cards that people want to see, then just kind of let me know. Spider-Man and Mary Jane are our lovers, which is quite cute. Let's see, Jean Grey's The Phoenix's Death. It's quite a cool tower card. I think
So do they
Apocalypse.
all have that same design on the back?
The background designs, you mean?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yes, they do.
Okay.
So yeah, the majors, the majors have different designs on them, but it looks like the minors Like, so you've got like the Ace of Wands and then the Two of Wands. It has a, I think this is meant to be Cerebro, um, but it has the kind of a symbol with the two wands in it, and then the three has the three in it, but it also has the character as well. So it's nice. It's quite well done, I think.
Uh-huh.
So the suits are just normal. You've got swords, wands, pentacles, cups. Um, I'd imagine it'd be quite difficult to read with if you don't know Marvel really well. Which, to be honest, I don't. As much as I love it, I don't know all the characters. So if I got a card, I think that's meant to be. Oh, I can't even remember now. Um, but like I'm not really sure what that is meant to be a reference to. I think so. This is the one of the Infinity Stones. So if you've seen like the Avengers, the Infinity Wars, and Endgame, I think the all six of the stones show up in the minors somewhere. So
Okay.
that looks to me like it might be the Soul Stone as the Eight of Cups. Um, but yeah, it's quite nicely done. I like what was that? Was Wolverine, wasn't it? Wolverine is the Three of Swords. So yeah, that's the Marvel Tarot deck.
Cool. And did you say all yours were of this theme? Your four
I think they're all kind of a Titan, um,
decks.
Titan books decks. Yeah,
Cool.
although I think
They're really kind of getting quite a few out then, aren't they?
I
Because these
know they
must be
say
fairly new.
yeah, yeah, they're kind of making a deck about everything, aren't they? Which I suppose is good in a way because it means that everyone's got, because everyone's got their thing that they love other than tarot, and it
Yeah.
just means that there's a deck that's kind of geared towards something that you specifically love,
Well, they're
which is
tapping
nice.
into those kind of genres, aren't they? Of cult kind of people that have like cult
Yeah,
followings for stuff. Were they the ones behind Stranger Things? Did they do
I
that
think
one as
so.
well? Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. I've got Stranger Things down there. Yeah,
cool. Okay, so the next one is an old deck, and I've had it before, and so there's a bit of a story. It's the Hush Tarot. Um,
right.
the story is that when myself, Becca, and Elle did Tarot Times with Sandra doing the research for us, we would choose a deck each month that we would review, the three of us, and say what we thought about it. And whoever didn't connect with it would do it as a giveaway. And at the time, myself and Elle didn't connect with the deck. Becca did. So we did a giveaway and we gave away 2 copies of it. And then I kind of regretted it because I saw Kelly's walkthrough. I've seen people do readings with it. And so I put it back on my wish list, and one of my nieces bought it for me from
Oh,
my
that's sweet.
Amazon wish list. So it's giving the deck another go. And this one, and I can always remember there were some cards that I said I really like, and others that I really loved. It's got a little guidebook. There's not a lot in the guidebook, to be honest, and that was one of the things I said at the time, was that I think they could have done more than kind of a generic type of guidebook. But this is the one that I want to edge in gold. I want to get a gold Sharpie for this, because it kind of has this kind of black and gold background. It's very faint gold, almost like a very washed out, antique looking deck. And it's got, animals in it, but it's got humans in it as well. So here's our magician, which Do you have this deck, Chris?
No, I'm just like, I thought the Hush Tarot was an indie deck that cost like a squillion pounds to get. I don't
No,
know.
it's quite reasonable. I think this was about 16
Ah,
pound when I put it on my wish list. The
oh,
Lovers,
there
I
you go.
think, is just beautiful.
That's
Um,
sweet.
with Radha Krishna on there. Just really, really gorgeous. So it's kind of an eclectic deck because it brings in lots of different genres, but the artwork is really nice. The cardstock's really nice as well. It's got a nice silky feel. I think it's US Games. That's why the cardstock is. Is it US Games? Or maybe not. Oh, it is US Games. It just hasn't got the full symbol on it. But yeah, it's US Games. Just show a couple more. The moon and the star is incredible. I think they're
Oh,
both,
very nice.
yeah, really nice. Then we have Judgment. Yeah, and it feels very sort of like Victorian as well. It's got that old sort of parlor style. Five of
Yeah,
Cups.
it's quite cool how it has these borders, but the images breach the borders. I quite like
Yeah,
that.
and I was a bit taken aback at first because I was like, I've not known US Games just to use symbols without, so I'd imagine Lo Scarabeo doing this, Five of
Mm,
Cups. But for US Games, I was like, I mean, look at that. I love that.
that's nice.
So, yeah, I think I was a little bit too hasty originally. And then I was like, I need to get this deck again. I need to work with it longer than just the 3 weeks or whatever it was. I worked with it before making a decision. I think that is.
Oh, beautiful. What card is that? The Two of Wands.
So, Swords, Two of
Oh,
Swords. Yeah. So I'm really pleased. When I opened it and saw that I'd got this, I was like, yes. Because even though it was on my list, I was like, will I hit the buy button? And then I didn't need to worry about that. I think that's nice. You know, when you have like a wish list and someone chooses from it, it's taken that decision away from you, hasn't it? It's
yeah,
like, do I get it? Don't get it? Well, I'll leave it on my wish list. Then when someone buys it, you're like, well, I've got it now, and because someone's gifted it to you, it becomes kind of special anyway.
yeah.
But yeah, really, lots of birds in this deck as well. If you're into birds,
Nice.
yeah. So the Hush Tarot is back in the collection. Amazing
Very
cardstock,
nice.
nice US Games cardstock, 2-part sturdy box as well. So yeah, so that's a project to edge that in gold. So nip to Hobbycraft tomorrow.
Excellent. Stevie Mack says this is one of my favourite decks. The guidebook is sparse, but has a couple of entries that are rather helpful or an interesting take on the card. Good.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Juan enjoyed the. I think that was the Marvel Tarot deck when Juan was commenting. But I think they like Storm as the High Priestess. I think it was Storm that was the High Priestess, which I'm a big fan of as well. Storm's always been my favourite of the X-Men. I
I
always
was
wanted to
gonna
be Storm.
I was just gonna say what sort of film is Storm from? You can see
Uh,
I'm not very comic book kind of.
so Storm is an African uh, of African descent, and she has control over the weather. Um, she's just really cool. So she has, and she's kind of I think she's sort of based a little bit on like I don't know if it's maybe takes inspiration from different Orisha and the African Ifa tradition.
Oh, okay.
Um, but yeah, she's really cool. So she's a really interesting kind of a character.
Oh, cool.
But yeah. Um, the next one, just looking at what my last two are. The next one that I've got is the Good Omens tarot decking guidebook. Did you watch Good Omens on Prime?
No, I've not even heard of it. It's on
All right.
Prime,
Oh,
is it?
it's yeah. So it's got David Tennant and Sheen. Is it Michael Sheen?
I don't know, but you
I think
had
it's
me at
Michael
David
Sheen.
Tennant.
Yeah. So it's quite a good series. I think it takes a bit of getting into. So watch a couple of episodes. As you can see, I've not taken this out the cellophane yet, so we're unboxing this together here. Um, but yeah, I didn't even realise they'd made a tarot deck of this. And as I say, Sandy's got me it for my Christmas. So this is very similar to the Necronomicon in terms of the book. Cardstock again, same. It's that silky matte cardstock. These are the backs. So the idea is it's like I think it's like the Antichrist, and he's watched over by David Tennant, who is working for the devil, and Michael Sheen, who's working for like he's like an angel.
Uh-huh.
Um, so yeah. All right, okay. I'm just looking at so that's the first time I'm seeing the artwork, and I wonder if you can see. Oh, sorry, I'll turn this light back on.
Is that like comedy and oh no, I thought it was like the masks of like a theatre, like a comedy and tragedy. But it's the design, isn't it?
It's just the design of it. I think it's quite cool. Actually, I like that. So I'm going to be tempted here to just flick through every card, but we don't want that. That's the Hermit card, Simon. I know you like to see the Hermit.
That's cool.
That's Death. Oh, that's a
Oh
nice
wow, I
Death
like the
card.
death guy. Yeah,
Devil card.
is it still going, Good Omens, or is it finished?
Do you know? I'm not 100% sure. I think it is still going. I'm sure that there's 2 or 3 series on Prime just now. But I think you should give it a go. I think you might like
I
it.
will. I was looking for something to watch the other day on Prime. I think if I'd known, I'd have probably have checked it out.
Yeah. So we've got Angels. Not really sure what this is, although we seem to have color coding here, so I don't know if maybe the angels are water. No, vessels will be like cups and water, won't they?
Yeah.
Angels, vessels, demons.
Oh, I would struggle. I'd be like, what's an angel and what's a demon? Are they swords and wands, or
I
what did
expect them maybe.
you just say pentacles at the end?
Oh,
Again.
humans. There's
Oh,
humans at the end.
humans. Okay.
I expect the humans are the earth. Vessels will be cups. Demons is probably swords.
Because of the oh no, I
Um,
just said demons are wands for fire and
think
angels
so.
are air.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess you could be right. I'll need to
That's
look
just
it
a
up now.
guess,
It's
of
going to annoy
course.
us, isn't it?
I put the
I'll
camera
look it
back
up
on and
whilst
realised I was
when you're
still
next
like
to it.
really nabbing in,
Let's
looking at the cards.
see the worlds. Oh, it just fires straight in. Ah, we should find out together. Understanding your tarot deck, yes, please.
Would help.
Oh, in this deck, the four suits are angels, vessels, demons, and humans. They represent the wands, cups, swords, and pentacles, respectively. So, angels are wands, and demons
Oh
are
wow.
swords. Humans, pentacles, vessels are cups.
Okay, that's confusing. But I guess once you've got it, my finger's starting to. I was just saying to Chris before I came on, I sliced my finger with a knife like 2 hours, and it literally took 2 hours to stop bleeding. And I just noticed it's bleeding again. So I don't want to damage any of my cards, but I'll have to
Does
keep
it
it.
feel okay? It's not like tingly or pins and needly or anything, is it?
No, it's fine. It's just I think
Right.
I must have caught it or something. It's set it off again, but
Yeah.
okay, so my third one again isn't a new deck. It's been out, I think, a couple of years, and it's been on my list for like the longest time. And this was from a friend, and it's the Pastoral Tarot by
Nice.
Lisa Hunt. Is it Lisa Hunt? Is that her name? Lisa Hunt, yeah, is the illustrator, and Lynn Aruju. And Lisa Hunt did the Fairy Tarot, and I believe it's been on Kickstarter. I think it's coming back. Fairy Tale Tarot, I should say. But I love Lisa Hunt's artwork, so I'm really thrilled to have this one. So it comes in this nice little, and all the cards are landscape in Pastoral Tarot, so they're all kind of like that way on.
Okay.
And it's about the environment. So the Pastoral Tarot explores how a sense of place reveals who we are and where we belong. So yeah, so it pulls out like a little drawer.
Kathy's asking if you can embiggen yourself, Simon, so as they can see this properly.
And big, and I will try. Hey, there we go. I feel like I'm throwing you out.
That's all right.
And then we got a little Hessian type bag, which is quite nice, with some lavender, a sprig of lavender on it. And then the book. So that's the book, and it's quite a nice, decent sized book. This is US Games as well. But the
That is
artwork is
pretty decent for
gorgeous.
US games.
Yeah, they only have black and white images on the inside, but so be it. And then the cards, and I love this is the inside of the box, and it says homespun wisdom and farm to table insights. And then these are the cards, these are the backs, and the
Nice.
cards. So let's just, and I think they're a little bit bigger than a start. I know they're horizontal, but as in landscape. I think they're still a little bit bigger than a standard tarot card. I can't grab one at the minute because I've got stuff piled on top. But yeah, nice US Games card stock. But artwork is really beautiful. Look at the High Priestess.
Nice. How do you think you'll feel about working with landscapes cards? Have you got any other decks like that?
I have. I've got decks where I find it more jarring because the panoramic tarot is this one, Panorama, is in landscape
Right.
as well. I find it more jarring when it can't decide, and like some cards are in portrait and some are in landscape, and you're
Oh
switching
yeah.
them around. But when you know that the deck is like that, I don't have an issue at all. And because Lisa Hunt's artwork is just so lovely, it's almost like having framed pieces of art. I won't show everyone. I've got to show the Hermit there because the Hermit is just gorgeous.
Nice. Oh, beautiful stag.
Yeah. Let's see. That's the Hanged Man. Death is beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
The devil amongst the sheep while he sleeps. So that's quite poignant. And then the tower moment.
That is really cool. That tower card, that's really cool.
Yeah. Star. I love the star card. Then we have the moon and the sun. And I've got to show Judgment. I just think this deck is so beautiful.
Nice.
But I'll do a full, and it's wands, cups, swords. Let's show one of the swords. This is the 10 of swords.
Okay, nice.
Let's have a look at 5 of pentacles. Oh, earpiece is falling out.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll just show one more. 8 of pentacles.
Very nice.
And I showed the backs, didn't I? But the backs are really, really pretty. Let me put you back in. Yeah, so Pastoral Tarot.
Lovely.
I like the fact we get the bag as well, because the bag's really nice and it's really, they could have just put a plain bag in, couldn't they? But it's in keeping.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's nice. The only other deck I can remember that did that was mass market was the Witch's Wisdom.
Witch's Wisdom,
A nice bag with that. So it's quite sweet. My last one is the Universal Monsters Tarot deck. And as you can see, it's still in cellophane. So again, we're unboxing this together. Let me turn on the light again so you can see it. So yeah, this is another Titans book. So I won't bother showing the book. It'll be the same story again. Oh, I love those backs. Backs are really nice. The red and the green. So I'm not sure if these are based on like kind of a characters from books and
haven't
stuff.
embiggened you.
Oh dear. The most famous movie monsters of all time have emerged from the shadows to guide your tarot readings. Right, okay, so we should in theory be able to recognise some of the characters in these. Well, that'll be Dracula, won't it? The Emperor.
Yeah.
I think. Strength. The Hermit. Death. I'll be honest, I'm not really recognising a lot of these characters. I don't know if I'm just uncultured, but yeah, I'm struggling a wee bit. I mean, the images are nice. I just don't recognise the people. So we've got candles. I'm assuming that's wands. It's one thing about this cardstock is it's quite difficult to pry the cards apart sometimes.
The guidebook tells you though, doesn't it? Oh, so it's a pippish.
Yeah, this one looks a bit more. Yeah, a bit more pippish than what some of the others are. Yeah, that's kind of puts me in mind of the Hocus Pocus tarot actually that I was using at
Yeah.
Halloween. So it does
So
crypts.
the monsters would be the mages and the courts, I take it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, there's the Bride of Frankenstein
yeah.
that Magenta was modelled on.
Ah, okay.
You know, for the final scene where she zaps him
Yeah,
with her
with
brother. Yeah.
yeah, when she's done up as in her alien form. Oh,
That's a nice
that's a
grey
nice
scene.
card. It's quite cool. Claws. See, I wonder if we'll have. No. I was wondering if we'd have Freddy Krueger in that. Um, it's just all different hands. And then castles.
Okay. Bless you.
Excuse me, sorry. I managed to mute. That's another good thing about this headset is it's got an easy wee mute button on the side of it.
Oh, has it? That's clever.
Yeah, so you can see, but when I mute, this goes red. Yeah, so I'm actually quite curious about the suits again. So let's see if we can see.
Hello, Grey
Uh,
Haze. We're just showing decks that we got
oh,
at
hi,
Christmas.
hey Greg. So consist of candles, crypts, claws, and castles. These are wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. So candles are wands, crypts are cups, claws are swords, and castles are pentacles.
Okay. That makes more sense. I can get around that. Claws being swords, you know, the sharp edges.
Yeah, yeah,
Castles are made out of stone and from the earth, aren't they? So
yeah.
cool. So my final deck is an Oracle deck,
Ooh.
and I was thrilled to get this. So this was from the lovely Sandra, and it's a deck that I've wanted for like 5 years or more. And
Oh wow.
it's the Oracle Day Reflects by Celia Melville.
Okay.
I've got some Celia Melville decks. I've got Lily Black, Lily White, and I forgot the name of the one that I've got. But I love this. It's a deck that's done by tea staining. So pouring tea, allowing the images to form, and then she uses ink to kind of make clear the image that she's seeing.
Nice.
It came out about 2017, I think, and then the second edition. I can't remember exactly when the second edition came out, but I discovered it while I was in Glastonbury with Sandra, and was watching walkthroughs of it, and obviously she's remembered that and got it for me.
Sweet.
It's a lovely sturdy box. It's like padded on the inside, but it's really thick. It actually feels like it's wood that's kind of covered with
Right.
paper.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
and it's got a little white book with just some meanings. And I can't remember the difference. I mean, this is edged. It comes already with a black matte edging. This
Nice.
is the backs, which is these two fish.
That's
But
beautiful.
the images are quite simple. And then they have two languages at the bottom, which is in French and then in English. So we've got like the spark of life. The woman. We have the man. Pure love. We have a hermit, and I love this hermit. But you can see the staining and how it's, and then how she's kind of added to that with ink.
Yeah.
And then I won't go through them all, but fear.
Oh, nice.
I can't believe I actually we've got the Phoenix. I actually own it after all this time. Dear. Let's look for a few more. We have the owl. Cardstock is amazing.
What is the cardstock like? I was wondering.
It's soft matte. Let's see if I can show it in the light. Really soft, silky matte. Quite springy. Good quality. Really nice quality.
Good.
And we have Serenity. One of those images that I know you're going to see something different, and then
Oh. Oh, come on. How can you not see that? What's it called?
it's called the match. So it's a matchstick look,
Of
and
course
the
it is, aye.
flame.
I see it. Greg, I know you're right there with me.
I thought when I show Chris that.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to not let that fly and not say anything.
So I thought I may as well just mention it. Oh, look at this. This is the shadows.
Oh, lovely.
Everybody's reacting now. Secret. But I just think it's such a cool concept. Really cool concept. And then we get these kind of seasons for the trees. So we've got spring,
Oh, beautiful.
and then summer and autumn. I'll put them together like that because I just think they look. And then we have winter, which is like a Christmas evergreen tree.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and there's a decent amount of cards. You know, for an Oracle deck, I'm only showing like one every 5 cards. Oh gosh, can you see that?
You on
Wax
fire?
is put. Oh, you can't see it because my Simon is in the way. But if I am bigger, and it might. It's all
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
dripping down onto the
Oh,
table.
dear.
I was like, "What's that noise?" But anyway, I'll just show one more. So yeah, absolutely thrilled to have tarot Oracle Day Reflects. I love Celia Mouseville's work, but
I was just going to ask if you got any other tarot decks.
yeah, like I was saying, I've got Lily White, Lily Black, and there's another
Sorry,
one
did
that
you
I've
say that
got.
already?
Yeah, at the beginning, I was saying I've got a couple of her decks.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks for listening.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'm only joking. Yeah, so that's my decks.
Very nice. That's both our decks. So we've both done well then, haven't we?
Yeah, we really have. So before we go, anybody else get any cool decks for Christmas that they want to share? And then
Yeah, pop in the chat, everyone.
when are you back at work, Chris? Have you got all this week off? Or you don't
I'm
work
back.
Fridays anyway, do you? So
No, I don't. So I'm back on the 3rd. We get the
Wednesday.
1st and the 2nd, as the 2nd is a bank holiday in Scotland. So back on the
Okay.
3rd. So I'll be
Oh,
working
cool.
Wednesday, Thursday, and then off for the weekend again. So I can't complain too much.
Yeah. No, that's
It's been
great.
nice. It's been
Yeah.
a nice having some time off. Although I've ended up loaded with a cold, which always happens to me when I'm off work. It's really annoying, so it is. Um, but I see Sandra says I've got 6 to show, but she's going to do a
I'll do a
video.
video. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're just asking if anybody got any particular decks that
yeah.
yeah.
Are we going to pull
I'm really
cards, Simon?
enjoying
We
Oracle
normally
deck.
pull a card when we do Boxing Day Bash, don't we?
Grab the last one because I put the other ones over there. So I'll pull if you want to pull a tarot, and I'll pull one from Oracle Day Reflects. Although that's going to really test
Nice.
me.
Especially if you pull the dick one.
Yeah.
A match made in heaven.
Just come to the top actually. Oh, I've dropped one. Ooh.
I'm going to actually pull from Tarot Arthurian by Claire de Val and Anna Turian.
Oh, are you?
It's not one of the ones I got for Christmas, but it's one that I bought myself just before Christmas, and I've been working with it a lot. Plus, I think, see, because it's watercolor art in this, it'll go nicely with the kind of a tea staining artwork and your deck.
Oh, Spacious Tarot. I've got Spacious Tarot. I love Spacious Tarot. There is an expansion to Spacious Tarot now, which kind of turns it into a Minchiati deck. I think Little Red Tarot had it. And I keep thinking about getting it. The only problem is I edged the Spacious Tarot in this beautiful blue, and I can't remember the pen. So if I get the expansion, I'm worried I won't find the right pen to match it up. I suppose that's the downside to modifying decks, isn't it?
Yeah. That, and you need to watch about like bleeding and stuff. Especially see that first deck with that you were going to edge in black. The one that Cheryl got sent to you. See, because that's borderless on the front, that's one that, don't know, do you worry that might bleed, or?
Depends. If it was like loads of white in the background, I'd be a bit worried. But if there's colours, then... And I always lean away from the front as well.
Right. Yeah, right. Okay, I've got a card here if you want me to go first.
I can do.
Okay, I've got Le Pendu, which is the Hanged Man. Quite a different image for the Hanged One here. Rather than seeing someone suspended upside down, we see someone who is fishing. But if we look at like what they're doing, it looks like nighttime, and like looking at the trees, it looks like late autumn, winter time. So I, I'm just going to go off instinct here and say that, if we're looking at this as a card of the year, or a card for the next while for us, something to bear in mind, then we're maybe going to have to push outside our comfort zone, like push outside the norm. It's not necessarily that we're going to have to come up with a whole new outlook, a whole new action plan, but maybe just altering slightly how we're going about things. Now, here we see someone who's maybe doing something at a slightly different time of the day, or a different time of the year than what you might expect them to. So maybe that's what's been asked of us. We need to kind of go outside our comfort zone and try and do stuff different from how we normally would think outside the box. If something's not working, it doesn't necessarily mean to say that that's just not going to happen for you. You maybe just need to kind of evaluate your plan a wee bit and think, right, well, how can I still achieve whatever it is that I'm trying to achieve, but maybe do it a wee bit differently. So yeah, that's what I see for us with this card.
Okay, let me take you off. So I had a card that, well, I don't know if you saw when I was shuffling, it jumped out. And the card that I've got as an oracle card is Transformation. Beautiful image. We've got this kind of metamorphosis happening in this cocoon. And we've got the, try and get the beautiful butterflies. And, what, look.
Mm.
For my finger. It's come off, it's fine. That's put me off now. So yeah, I mean, and I thought when I looked at it, I thought, well, that's quite apt for this time of year. But then I kind of rebel against that because, I think we have the opportunity in every single moment to, if we're not happy with something or we don't like something, we have the opportunity to transform and to change. We don't necessarily have to wait for, the start of a new year to make resolutions or determinations. I think it's great that lots of people do that, but a lot of the times it's kind of forced then because we feel that, oh, it's the start of the new year, so what resolutions can I make? What can I do? And then you get halfway through February and you've completely forgotten about your New Year's resolutions anyway. So I just think, that every day is a new opportunity. Every moment is a new opportunity. If there's something we're not happy with, then we have that power to change it, particularly if it's within our power, if it's down to us. We can't change other people, but we can change our attitude towards other people or towards a particular situation. So transformation doesn't need to be huge. It doesn't mean you've got to suddenly have a whole new persona or dress in any particular new way or, make big changes. Transformative processes happen as we kind of review and self-evaluate, and we decide that we need to alter the status quo in some way. And whether that's about having a more positive mental attitude towards something or a brighter outlook or kicking a particular habit, whatever it is, we have the power over our own kind of agency, uh, our own life states to be able to do that. You don't have to wait for a particular time. If you're not happy, then change it. And when I pulled that card, I thought it would be really funny if you'd got something like the death card.
Yeah, well, the one
Sometimes
just before it.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, cool. Well, it's been fun to hang out as
It
always.
has. It has. Have you
We
finished your wine? I've almost finished mine. In fact, let me just
oh,
finish it just now.
I finished that yonks ago. When are we throw back in our
Is it
Thursday?
next week?
Is it next week?
Is it the 4th? Is that right? Did we say that, or did you say that you had something on? I can't remember now.
Are we gone back? Are we doing the first Thursday of the month then? Is that what
Yeah,
we?
that,
Yeah. Okay.
that's what we said. But then I can't remember if you messaged me shortly after and said, "Oh, actually, can't do that day."
Okay. Well, we'll glide about it.
Yeah,
What deck are we doing?
I don't think we've decided. We're
We're
totally
so
organised as
organised.
always, aren't we?
We'll blame Christmas and Hogmanay. Too much. So
That's it. Too
we'll
much
have a chat.
frivolity.
We'll have a chat over the next few days
Yeah,
and
sort ourselves
make a
out.
plan. Yeah. All right. Are you going to hang on at the end? And I'll say
Sure.
goodbye to you. I'm just going to grab
Sure.
the. Yeah. All right. So thanks for being here, everyone. It's been lovely to hang out. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. I will be here for Cup of Catch Up and Cards on Saturday, so I don't need to say Happy New Year yet. I'll do that on Saturday. But have you got anything coming up, Chris, that you want to mention?
No, nothing at all. Nothing that I can
No.
think of anyway.
Okay. So bye, everyone, and see you next time. Take care.
See you later, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.